Close your eyes, let me tell you all the reasons why. Think you're one of a kind. Here's to you, the one that always pulls us through. Always do what you gotta do. You're one of a kind. Thank God you're mine. You're an angel dressed in armor. You're the fear in every fight. You're my life and my safe harbor, where the sun sets every night. And if my love is blind, I don't wanna see the light. It's your beauty that betrays you. Your smile gives you away, 'cause you're made of strength and mercy, and my soul is yours to save. I know this much is true. When my world was dark and blue, I know the only one who rescued me was you. Close your eyes, let me tell you all the reasons why. You're never gonna have to cry, because you're one of a kind. Yeah, here's to you, the one that always pulls us through. You always do what you gotta do, baby, because you're one of a kind. When your love pours down on me, I know I'm finally free. So I tell you gratefully, every single beat in my heart is yours to keep. So close your eyes, let me tell you all the reasons why, baby. You're never gonna have to cry, baby, because you're one of a kind. Yeah, here's to you. You're the one that always pulls us through. You always do what you gotta do, babe, because you're one of a kind. You're the reason why I'm breathing with a little look my way. You're the reason that I'm feeling it's finally safe to stay.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm Candy, Rocamer's funeral director, and it's a great honor for my team and myself to be here with all of you, helping Tony's family to go through these difficult and very sad times. So first of all, on behalf of our dear Tony's family, I want to thank you to all of you here. And for the first time, by YouTube, we are on YouTube now, all together to pay tribute, to honor, with love and respect, Tony's life. You all knew Tony a little differently, and today we are all here to celebrate the common goodness that all of you loved him for. So, this ceremony is the opportunity to join in taking leave of someone you love and respect. It's a celebration of a life, Tony's life, and the time to comfort each other. That's why I'm going to ask you to start to remember all your memories, all the moments you had with him, and if you can close your eyes and just listen to music, a beautiful song, a song that Karen and Tony danced in their marriage. Thank you.
No New Year's Day to celebrate. No chocolate covered candy hearts to give away. No first of spring, no song to sing. In fact, here's just another ordinary day. No April rain, no flowers bloom, no wedding Saturday within the month of June. But what it is something true, made up of these three words that I must say to you. I just called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. I just called to say I love you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. No summer's high, no warm July, no harvest moon to light one tender August night. No autumn breeze, no falling leaves, not even time for birds to fly to southern skies. No Libra sun, no Halloween, no giving thanks to all the Christmas joy you bring. But what it is, the oh so new, to fill your heart like no three words could ever do. I just called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. I do. I just called to say I love you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I just called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. I do. I just called to say I love you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, of my heart, of my heart.
Well, now we will read some words in name of the family by Bunny and you. Tony's brother and sister, but if someone has some thoughts that you think you should like to share as well, you all be welcome to do it with us. Please.
Right, here goes.
Good afternoon.
We have come together from different places, and we're all at different stages on our journeys through life. Our paths are varied, and we all look at life in different ways. But there is one thing we all have in common, that at one point or another, Tony has affected our lives in some way. We've been asked to collate memories and incidents that you may relate to. We've been inundated by the sheer volume of memories and stories, and I think some of them photographs encapsulated some of that. Here are just a few of the highlights from some of your stories. We hope these will trigger your own happy memories of Tony and Karen's shared adventures and of his character.
Tony was born in Ballycastle, County Antrim, on the 22nd of July, 1947. He was the middle child of 9 children. His full name at birth was Robert Anthony McGill. But as many of you know, he had many names. To us as family, we knew him as Tony. In Spain, he's affectionately known as Tone. But throughout his army and police career, he was referred to as Tiger McGill. Tony and his older brother Michael were very close in age and were inseparable. They used to visit the cinema on a Saturday morning. They used to go and see Davy Crockett and Kings of the Wild Frontier. Whilst heading home one day, they saw a poster in a shop window. This poster was announcing that Peterborough had been accepted into the Football League. As they were peeking through the window at the poster, a photographer inside took their picture and it appeared in the papers the following week. Famous.
Now, Tony and Michael, I think they were going back to the Kings of the Wild Frontier sort of days, had a brainwave one Saturday and decided that they would go and join the army without telling anybody. The outcome was, unbelievably, that the underage Tony was accepted, but Michael wasn't. Tony was 15. This was the start of Tiger's career.
After leaving the army, Tony joined the transport police, so we can only presume that he thought he looked good in a uniform.
Are you going for that?
There you go.
Just a sec. No, we're there. Right. Prior to meeting Karen, Tony used to go and visit his sister and her husband Alan when they lived in London. And on one occasion, his female companion let slip that she was a tax inspector. The room fell silent and cleared very quickly. It was several months before his next invitation, and was only if he came by himself. Oh, there we go. Excuse us, we had this word perfect, believe it or not. While serving in the police force, he took a liking to a busty barmaid called Karen, tottering around on 5-inch stiletto heels. This friendship developed into love and subsequently led to marriage. That's you, wasn't it?
No, it's still you. Oh, is it me?
Yeah.
On the eve of this marriage,
Oh dear.
I know, a group of well-fueled family members
Really?
decided to visit Karen to check on how she was with getting ready for the wedding. 2:00 in the morning and calling down from an upstairs window, explaining to us that the bride should be getting some beauty sleep. Karen then told us, eloquently, to remove ourselves if we wanted her to turn up in the morning for the wedding. We ended up shaking in fear most of the night, worrying that she would not turn up, and what the hell do we tell Tony in the morning? We would be in big trouble, but to our delight and relief, she turned up. Now, while most newlyweds like a wedding night to themselves, this was not the case on this night. They invited me and Tom back to their room after the bar closed. And we ended up sitting on the bed till the early hours, enjoying room service of trays of sandwiches and beer. This was back in 1985, and Tony and Karen always took great pleasure in reminding us of these events.
On many occasions.
On many occasions, yes.
To their delight, they had a son. They named him Liam Andrew McGill, Lamb, the short abbreviation, because Tony's initials were Ram, and so from the Ram came the Lamb. He was a proud father of Liam, a good, caring brother to us, and a stepdad to Ian, Jonathan and Jojo, and a doting granddad. I knew I'd get that wrong.
Karen herself had a very large family too, and on one occasion last summertime, her sister Sue and Pauline's grandchild Daxton were visiting. Now he loved mash with his gravy, or gravy with his mash, but they couldn't find any. So Tony said, "That's okay, I'll go and fetch you some." Off he went. When he came back, there was a little bag of gravy mix, which he gave to Pauline. So she made the gravy, came back and said, "Well, it's not thickening very well." But they used it anyway and poured it all over his mash. The poor lad never got over the experience of having hot chocolate on his mash. Tony thought this was absolutely hilarious and could not stop laughing. These are just a few of the stories of his funny side, but there are many sat out there that we couldn't get down on paper or relate to. So these are just a few.
Now, Tony was kind, caring, loving, reliable, honest, true and solid. But he was most affectionately known to everybody as a right miserable old git. And forgive me, but he was also a knobhead. Who was loved by
That's
us
Uncle
all.
Pete's memory. Right, this is our next. To conclude our memories,
We found a quote that we feel had a sense of meaning to our Tony, who was not a religious man.
okay. Life exists in the time span between birth and death. And life's significance lies in the experiences and satisfactions that we achieve in that life.
We are all sure from these comments and recollections that you have shared with us, how Tony excelled and lived his life to the full. Thank you all for allowing us to share
these
with
memories.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, listening all the moments you have had with Tony, a long life history. After all these words, memories, it's very easy to recognize that he was a great human being. He had also a different sense of humor. So, you are going to listen to the music, one music that it shows to this day. And I hope you will enjoy.
Oh, but she moves like lightning, and she counts to 3. Then she turns out all the lights and says she's coming for me. Now put your hands up, this is a heist, and there's no one in here living gonna make it out alive. Load it up when the sun comes down, getaway car for 2 young lovers. Me and the girl straight out of town, over the hills and undercover, undercover, undercover. She said, green, green grass, blue, blue sky. You better throw a party on the day that I die. Green, green grass, blue, blue sky. You better throw a party on the day that I die. We go together, Adam and Eve. But the girl is so much more than just another apple thief. Yeah, she's a genius. Watch and learn. How she sets the world on fire just to watch the sucker burn. Load it up when the sun comes down, getaway car for 2 young lovers. Me and the girl straight out of town, over the hills and undercover, undercover, undercover. She said, green, green grass, blue, blue sky. You better throw a party on the day that I die. Green, green grass, blue, blue sky. You better throw a party on the day that I die. Throw a party, throw a party, throw a party on the day that I die. Throw a party, throw a party, babe. Throw a party on the day that I die. Load it up when the sun comes down, getaway car for 2 young lovers. Me and the girl straight out of town, over the hills and undercover, undercover, undercover. She said, green, green grass, blue, blue sky. You better throw a party on the day that I die. Green, green grass, blue, blue sky. You better throw a party on the day that I die. Green, green grass, blue, blue sky. You better throw a party on the day that I die. Green, green grass, blue, blue sky. You better throw a party on the day that I die.
I'm going to read the poem that I'm sure Tony would like to tell you. Time for me to go now. I won't say goodbye. Look for me in rainbows, way up in the sky. In the morning sunrise, when all the world is new, just look for me and love me as you know I love you. Time for me to leave you. I won't say goodbye. Look for me in rainbows, way up in the sky. In the evening sunset, when all the world is through, just look for me and love me, and I will be close to you. It won't be forever. The day will come, and then my loving arms will hold you when we meet again. Time for us to part now. We won't say goodbye. Although Tony is no longer a visible part of your lives, it will always remain part of your memories, and I know that it will give you all the strength and comfort to go on. So I'm going to ask you if you can stand up, please. If you can. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose on earth. A time to be born, and a time to die. Here, in this last act, in sorrow, but without fear, in love and appreciation, we commit Robert Anthony McGill to his natural end in this stage of life. Thank you. Please. And before finish this ceremony with our last song in honor to our dear Tony, I want to thank you once again for your support and love on behalf of our Tony's family. Thank you. And don't forget that Tony is starting a new adventure. You will be always in your hearts, forever. So, the last song, I hope the phones are not going to start ringing. I know that all the family has this tone. You march all together. Thank you once more. While is the music playing, I invite you to come and pay your respects to our dear Tony. And well, let's go march on.
Here we go with Leeds United. We're gonna give the boys a hand. Stand up and sing for Leeds United. They are the greatest in the land. Every day we're all gonna say we love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Everywhere we're gonna be there, we love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Marching on together, we're gonna see you win. We are so proud, we shout it out loud, we love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. We've been through it all together, and we've had our ups and downs. We're gonna stay with you forever, at least until the world stops going round. Every day we're all gonna say we love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Everywhere we're gonna be there, we love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Marching on together, we're gonna see you win. We are so proud, we shout it out loud, we love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. We are so proud, we shout it out loud, we love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.
Thank you once more.